In your presentation, you used a very nice metaphor about might makes right, where you do not take a knife to a gunfire, so, and once there are no other means, there is just power that you have to use, and in geopolitics it came for. A lot's been discussed, and we did that, and the whole session was dedicated to that topic, what the new war is about, the modern war. For sure, it has changed. What is your take as the commander-in-chief, as a major politician? What is different? What has occurred to the war?
Well, this is a very specialist question. Still, it is very important. Most importantly, in the first place, non-military ways of resolving military issues have always existed, but now with the advent of state-of-the-art technologies, they acquire new meanings like information attacks, cyber attacks, trying to impact political consciousness and sentiment of a potential foe nation, and attempts to see the degradation of this public sentiment, and now we're seeing the revival, renaissance of a Russian tradition. Girls, start wearing Russian folk garments when they get together. This is something that makes me happy. I rejoice over that, despite any attacks to putrefy, make our society putrefy. They never succeed. Our youths have their own inbuilt inherent protection against such attempts to impact the public sentiment. And this is a testimony of the maturity and strength of our society. Same refers to attempts to damage our economy and finance, which is also very dangerous. But what if we speak about military components? Many novel things appear because of the advent of new technology. And everybody has heard, but these are unmanned aerial systems in the water, in the air, and on the ground. Unmanned vessels, autonomous vehicles, and aircraft. These are of dual use. All of these are of dual use, and this is one of the peculiarities of today. Many things applied at battlefield are of dual use, many of the items. Let's take the unmanned vehicles. They may be applied in medicine and while delivering food and carrying different cargoes, and at battlefield too. But that gives rise to the need to develop this reconnaissance and jamming systems. And tactics, combat tactics at the battlefield have been changing. So the tanks are used in a different manner now, not for the sake of breakthroughs, but to provide support to the infantry from hiding places and stations. But the pace of the change is what matters. Many things change over 1 week or over 1 month. We may apply something, but all of a sudden, like long-range, high-precision weapons become less efficient. Why so? Because the adversary has been applying the electronic jamming systems, and we need to find an antidote in several weeks, and that happens incessantly at the battlefield and in R&D centers. This is the pace of state-of-the-art change and the rapid change we're seeing today of the current warfare. Everything has been changing apart from one thing. The bravery, the courage and heroism of the Russian soldier remain unchanged, and we take pride in that, enormous pride. When saying Russian soldier, the Russian soldier, I'm referring to all sorts of ethnicities and different creeds and different ethnicities stand up to that, saying that I am a Russian soldier, they say. And this is true. And Peter the Great said, "Who is a Russian? If you know, okay, but I'll tell you, unless you don't know, a Russian is someone who loves Russia and who serves his country."
Thank you so much. Well, regarding kokoshniks or the women's headwear, I understand, and I will dress like that next time. Mr. Putin, you spoke about the speed of change, the pace of change, and really this is very tremendous, and everything is changing so rapidly in the civil sphere and in the military sphere, but probably in the upcoming decades that would be like that. But 3.5 years ago, when the special military operation was started, some criticism was voiced regarding the Russian army, regarding the Russian state, that we are lagging behind in some aspects. And some failures that occurred were due to that. All that period of time, have we catched up? And secondly, once we're speaking of the Russian soldiers, at the moment, what is the situation on the front line? What is your take?
Well, most importantly, it's not that we lag behind, but, we ain't seen some of the novel things. Not that we wanted to do something, but we failed to do that on time. Some things are brand new for us, and this is my first point. My second point is that we've been waging a war. We've been manufacturing the military hardware. But, on the other side, very many countries, all NATO countries, have been waging war against us. All of them put together, and there are instructors, unfortunately, who actually participate in the hostilities. They established a special center in Europe that has been providing the support to the Ukrainian army, feeding information and intelligence data from satellites to them, training them, supplying arms, and the instructors participate not only in the training but also in the decision making and the implementation of these decisions. Definitely, this is a formidable challenge for us. But the Russian army, the Russian state, and our defense industry has adapted themselves quickly to this new challenge, and we have been rising up to this challenge. It's not an overstatement or bragging to say that currently this army is the most combat effective with respect to the degree of training and technical capabilities, and the knowledge to apply those capabilities and supplying new prototypes of items to the front line, and the tactics also. We're quite knowledgeable. We excel. This is the answer.
Our interlocutors and your interlocutor across the ocean have renamed the Defense Department into the Department of War. Probably the same thing, but there are nuances. Do you think the names matter?
Well, I don't think. Probably not, or probably as you name the ship, so it sails. So probably there is some point to it. But you know, this sounds quite, well, a bit aggressive. The Department of War, ours is the Ministry of Defense, so this has been our tenet. We don't have any aggressive intentions against third countries. Our defense ministry aims at providing for the security of the Russian state and the people of Russia.
And he says that Russia is a paper tiger.
A paper tiger. Well, I've said that Russia has been waging a war not against Ukraine, but all NATO countries put together. So if we speak... Well, you've asked me what has been happening on the front line, battlefield line. I'll come back to the tiger thing, but, you know, all along the battlefield line, our troops have been advancing. The northern group in Kharkiv, in the Kharkiv region, there's a location of Volchansk, and in the Sumy region, there's also a location called Yunakovka. It has been transferred to our control, and we have taken half of Volchansk. I think it is a matter of time. The other half will be retaken soon, and a security buffer zone is being established in a firm and resolute manner, as planned. The western group of our troops has virtually fully, well, 2/3 of Kupiansk have been taken, which is a location where we have seized the center, and the hostilities have moved to the south. Another major location called Kirovsk has been transferred to our control, and the southern group of our troops has entered the city of Konstantinovka. This is one of the defense bastions like Konstantinovka, Sloviansk, and Kramatorsk,